ठीक है. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay. So we'll start with a topic called Drishti. Before, all people have desires. So planets in your chart want to do something in your life. Correct? They are people who want to come and give you the results of your karma. They have a task at hand. They want to do something in your life. So each planet will have a desire to give you something. Shani wants to only give you the bad things most of the time. So every planet wants to give you something. Their desire is to give you something. Now this desire gets reflected in the form of results that come to you in life. But this desire also gets reflected when they look at something. So all planets have a drishti, which means planets can look at things. People can look at, if I look at you and I'm really angry, you're going to say, let me not push it with her today. She's looking angry. I'm giving you the look and you're you're reacting to my look. So similarly, planets will also look at something and the result of that something will change. So what do planets look at? They look at each other. They can look at each other because they're all sitting around. And they're looking at houses, which means with their looking at a house, with their drishti at a house, with their aspect at a house, the results of that house will change. The house will get affected by the desire of the planet. Aspects and planets, which means planets have drishti. They can look at places. So there's a calculation for that, right? So the drishti is of two categories, Rashi drishti and Greha drishti. Rashi drishti means sign aspect. The English term is sign aspect. Drishti in English is an aspect. Rashi drishti is sign aspect. Greha drishti, planetary aspect. When planets look at you, it's Greha drishti or planetary aspect. When signs also have a result to give. Now, I told you signs are like places. A temple cannot have the same effect as a bar. The energy is different. A school cannot be the same as a hospital. A home cannot be the same as office. So every house, which is every sign, as we studied, has its own environment. And environments also affect each other. So Rashi will also have a drishti. Plus, also remember that planets are sitting in various Rashis, right? Planets are places in the chart and signs are places in a chart, houses are places in a chart, and planets are sitting within those houses, right? So when a certain sign will give an aspect, the planet sitting in that will also give an aspect. Now we'll see how this works. So first, let's understand Greha Drishti. Now, 7th house is the house of desire, right? Desire. He wants to take you towards moksha. Desires except for Ketu. Hence, Ketu has no drishti. Ketu doesn't have a desire to give you anything. He's saying, leave everything. Come, let's go sit in a jungle or a cave. Think about universe, think about God, be spiritual, get out of this whole thing. So Ketu has no drishti, no desire, doesn't want to give you anything. But all other planets have desires to give you. And hence, all planets have 7th drishti. So wherever they sit, 7th from themselves, they look at. All planets except for Ketu have drishti 7th from them. So if suppose Mars is in Aries, it will look at which sign? Mars 478, Jupiter and Rahu 579, Saturn 3, 7, 10. Why do you think that is so? Yes, it is 1 always. Then you count, from where you count is always 1. Don't leave that out. That becomes 1. Start from there. Always in astrology, when you count, 1 is also counted. It's not 0, 1, 2. It's 1. So first house to seventh house, Aries to Libra. Cancer to Capricorn, first to seventh. Yeah. Mars has got a very important role in marriage. And even at home, Mars is also ruling temperament and emotions and anger, right? So home, personal relationships both come under that. Sustenance of marriage, 8th house. Should you get through a legal divorce or are you just going to be separated? Mars also indicates the legal matters, right? You remember? Now, do you remember this? Fixed, movable. That's what I was asking you a little earlier. Okay, I'll tell you how this works. Look at the sign aspect. How this works is movable signs will give aspect to fixed signs except for the next house. So if the chart is Aries, if this is the natural chart, the Lagna is Aries. This is a movable house. But Taurus will not. This is Taurus, right? If this is Aries. Are you guys with me? So this house will not get aspect. The house right next to it will not get aspect. Okay. So Taurus will not get aspect of this or any of these. All other fixed signs will get aspect of movable signs, which means Leo will get aspected by all these four, which is the next fixed sign. These four means planets in 1, 4, 7, 10 will have Rashi Drishti, through Rashi Drishti, have their influence on these houses. Is this clear? So in Rashi Drishti, the house right next to it, okay, does not get Drishti. I'll show you some charts after this. So then it will get more clear. Movable signs give aspect to fixed signs except for the adjoining Rashi. All fixed signs give aspect to similarly to movable except for the adjoining. So Taurus cannot influence Aries, but it will influence all others. All others what? All other movable signs. So fixed signs and movable signs give Rashi to each other except for adjacent house. Except for the house that is stuck right next to it. Okay. Movable signs give aspects to fixed signs give aspects to movable signs, except for the adjacent or adjoining house. Now, dual signs are on their own. They give aspects only to themselves. They have nothing to do with others. They don't care. Which means a planet in Gemini will be aspected by Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces through Rashi Drishti. Any planet in any one dual sign will have sign aspect to all dual signs.
Okay.
When we look at charts just now, you'll have clarity.